Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to another video from TW White & Sons Mazda. Here we have today a Mazda CX-5. This is a 2018 Sport Nav Plus 2-litre petrol, and this has the automatic transmission. So this is the most popular model we sell, both new and used. Now we're really excited about having this car because you just cannot get enough of these. We've got a few coming in for later on in the year in part exchange, but because of the new car supply, it's really holding up sort of the used car market. And we got this car just off by chance. It was actually supplied new by Crayford Mazda, so that's Bourne Road, but just by chance, the lady called us yesterday, the customer, asking if we'd be interested in buying the car because I think she's ordered a Mini or something like that, and she just needed to find a home for this car. So I think we sort of maybe gave her the best money, best possible price, and here we have it. So really excited to have the car. Now, if I take you around the vehicle, you'll see it's in really lovely condition. It's always been serviced by Bourne Road. I'll share the service history with you in just a moment. And this has also, I forgot to mention, got the StoneLeather, which is my favourite, and safety pack. So this is a super well-equipped car. Sunroof, StoneLeather, safety pack. It's the automatic, it's the Plus model, so it's got all the safety devices, which we'll go into more detail when we get in the car. Okay, and sorry about that shouting in the background. I'm up at the local rugby club and I could hear someone shouting, so I hope that didn't interfere too much with the video. Now, these cars have a auto tail lift. Okay, now look at this. The previous owner, in fact, I think this was probably a showroom car at Bourne Road, because they often put the high spec cars in the showroom and often put the accessories like this boot mat. Okay, so you've got this boot mat, so it's kept the original boot mat nice and clean, and you've got the BOSE speaker under there. All right, there is space for a spare wheel should you require one, and there's the original books, etc. Now these cars have got these very clever levers, okay, which aid you in folding the seats flat, like so. Okay, and then you get a really big loading area, and then they just pop up like so. Now, for those of you who are worried about, you know, light coloured seats, Mazda started doing this 2014, 2013, and I always got them in the light colours because I sort of think when you're in the car, it's nice to be nice and bright. And it really, I've got a 3-year-old. It's really no bother. The seats clean very easy. I mean, take a look. They don't look worn, and it's just a nice brighter interior. You've got that lovely contrast. Now you've got ISOFIX anchorages in the 2 outer rear seats, and you've got the all-important USB chargers. So you've got 2 there. You've got 2 in the armrest as well. The ones in the front charge and read data. The ones at the back just charge. I say just, but charge. So it's good for your iPads, etc, etc. So look, take a look. Now we haven't even cleaned this car. It's come in like this, all very good indeed. All right. Okay, so just taking you round the car. It's in lovely condition, as previously mentioned. I'm sure there's a few little cosmetic stone chips, etc, which we'll tend to when we clean the vehicle. So let me show you round the other side. Now, I want to just bring your attention to the rear access. You see that rear door almost opens at a right angle, and that's Mazda had purposely designed the doors like this because, I mean, I'm quite a broad chap, to be kind, and for me to sort of stand here, and if I was to get like a child in and out of a child seat, now you can see this car actually has had probably child seats in it at some point. So this is a really sort of family friendly car to get kids in and out. All right, so yeah, really lovely car, this. You've got electric windows, mirrors, auto folding, you've got electric front seats, you've got memory seats on the driver's seat, which you can also memorise on your key fob. So if you use that to open the car, whoever's key you use, it will go to your seat setting, which is superb. Got the original overmats, okay, they'll clean up nicely. Okay, so I'm going to start the car because it's quite hot today, actually. So let's start off with the mileage. Now this car's done 28,645 miles. Okay. Now look at this. I've got the digital service record here. Let's turn down that fan. So this car had its PDI, pre-delivery inspection on the 7th of 9th, 2018. Okay, and it had done 2 miles. And then it had a pre-sales check, so I'd imagine it probably had the PDI, went in the showroom, okay, maybe used for a few demos, I'd imagine, and then it's got 98 miles on it, pre-sales prep when it went to our customer that we purchased it from. So that was in November, so that sounds about right. And then it had its first service in September, look at that, 6th of September, then 9th of September, then 25th of August at 24,679 miles. And that was in August 2021, so it's not done very many miles since. 4,000? Yeah, just over 4,000 miles. Okay, so full service history. All right, there's the data reg, 7th of September. So it's a Virgo car. Okay, now these are really well spec'd. You've got heated steering wheel, heated seats, 3-stage, heads-up display, which will give you your speed, basic sat-nav directions, warnings, amongst other things. Okay, you've got radar cruise control, so an adaptive cruise control system which will track the car in front, so should that car slow down, your car will also slow down and then speed back up when that car speeds up. So much better suited to the UK roads. I've just come back from a trip in America, and you can see why cruise control is so popular there, because sometimes you're driving along and you won't see a car for miles. You've got automatic wipers, automatic lights, they're adaptive lights, they turn as you turn, they're superb. My best way I can describe the lighting on this car is I can see more at night than I can in the day on an unlit road. They're absolutely superb, and they've got the auto dimming function, so you can have the high beams on, drive down the road, the lights will dim automatically if another driver's coming the other way, to stop dazzling them. I just want to draw your attention as well, look, this trip meter hasn't been reset for 8,500 miles, and this car's averaged 41.1 mpg. Now this is a 2-litre petrol auto, so none of these silly, and I say silly, but we do sell them sometimes, small little 1.2 SUVs with turbos that sort of labour. This is a 2-litre engine, and look at the fuel consumption, where a lot of manufacturers went small engines. Mazda went bigger engines, but made them really fuel efficient, and you've got that added drivability. You've got a 6-speed gearbox, so this is a proper automatic gearbox. Now you're probably thinking, what's a proper automatic gearbox? It's got a torque converter, so it's smooth. It doesn't roll back on hills. Okay, it's a smooth seamless gear change, and it's 6-speed. Now look at this, when I put the car in gear, the car locks, and when I put it in park, it opens. So that's the setting that we've got on here as well. Climate control, and it's very cool. It's 24 degrees outside, and it definitely feels it. But in here, lovely and cool. That's the human interface there, but this is touchscreen. All right. But I'd always sort of get used to using this. Apps, fuel economy, etc. We've already touched on that. Now you can upgrade this to have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so they'll come up there, and then when you plug your USB into your phone, you can then access your apps, navigate through them, etc., etc. Things like WhatsApp, Waze, I know, Google Maps, and lots of other things. I'm a bit boring. I just put LBC radio on and off I go, and I pretty much come to work and back, so I don't need to use these things, but I do occasionally, of course. DAB radio, for those of you who don't know, it's got a vast array of channels and sister channels: Heart UK, Heart 70s, Heart 80s, Heart 90s, Christmas, etc, etc. Dare I say it, there's something for everybody on there. Okay. Communication: once you've paired up your phone, you can access your call lists, dial calls, missed calls, etc, and all your contacts are downloaded, so you can make and receive a call safely by accepting here. All right. Now, it's got a navigation system. Now, I say I only go to work and back, but occasionally I do a trip. Sometimes I'm quite ambitious and will go across Europe. I've used this system to actually travel to the Tatra Mountains, which is south of Poland, to the world's largest ski ramp. Not that I did that, but I did visit that a couple of summers ago, and this system worked perfectly. It's dead easy. You put your postcode in and off you go. Of course, if you're traveling abroad, you need to change that to, you know, the country, then the town, street name, etc. And it did me a sterling job. All right. And especially when you're in areas that you don't know, you can set categories. Look, you've got all these categories: cafe, bars, etc. But I'm normally looking for a petrol station, and look, you can search petrol station, direction and distance. Okay. Now, if you set up a Wi-Fi hotspot from your phone, so your car is connected to the internet, you'll also get fuel prices and other information, weather forecasts and live traffic updates. Okay, so moving on. Now, obviously, we could spend all day going through all this. Now, you've got your heads-up display. You can adjust the height there, okay? Brightness control, etc, etc. Display, you can turn this display off, have the clock, etc. Okay. Safety, so it's got the adaptive cruise control, smart city braking, so it'll apply the brakes if you've got too close to the car in front, blind spot monitoring, so there are lights in the wing mirrors which will light up should somebody under or overtake you. Lane keep assist, it'll help keep you in a lane. You'll feel resistance on the steering wheel to keep you within the white lines. Now, I'm not saying you do this, of course. If you take your hands off the wheel, it'll correct you twice, then it'll come up. Hold steering wheel. I saw that on a training course, of course. Traffic sign recognition, driver attention alert. It will actually monitor your facial expressions, and should it feel that you are tired, it will come up, take a break, and it really does work. It's a bit spooky, actually, because you think, oh, how did you know that? How did you know I was thinking that? Sound system, it's amazing. It's BOSE. Come and try it out. Clock is GPS synced, so you never have to change the clock, so we won't worry about that. And you've got some nice settings here, like lighting settings, coming home lights, leaving home lights. So when you open the car in the dark, lights will stay on until you get in the car. And when you leave the car, the lights will stay on for hang on, what is it? Leaving home, coming home lights for 30 seconds. You can change the duration, of course, for safe passage to your front door, garage, etc, etc. Okay, so all really lovely stuff. Now, if you're looking at CX-5s, you'll know that they are super rare, used auto petrol at the moment. It's almost like the Holy Grail, and we're always having people asking for them, so it's just pure luck. So we're so thankful. If you're watching this video, thank you so much for picking up the phone and offering this car to us. So, you know, if you're looking for one of these cars, this is a superb example. Really high spec, beautiful service history, lovely mileage, lovely condition. So it's definitely worth a look in. If there's any more photos or specific photos or videos you would require on this vehicle, please don't hesitate to ask. We are here to help, and we're here to help any time of day. So outside regular business hours, drop us an email or even a voicemail, and we shall try to come back to you. Part exchange is extremely welcome, no matter what you have. Even though we're a Mazda Suzuki dealer, you'll see on our website we have an array of used vehicles. So we want your part exchange. Please do that exercise of punch your reg number in and get a evaluation in under 30 seconds or 10 seconds or whatever it is now. So you've got an idea what your car's worth, but then give us a shout. You'll get the best deal with a part exchange. The car will come with a 12-month Mazda ZZ Plus used car warranty. So that's the follow-on warranty from the Mazda warranty. So super comprehensive. It's got breakdown cover for a year, and not a silly breakdown cover that won't pick you up from home, etc, etc. It is the full shebang, and it will also cover you in Europe and cover the car, so any passengers as well. You've got MOT insurance for the first year as well. And this car will be now May, June, July, August, September. So yeah, we'd give the car a service as well. Prior to have another entry in here, prior to the new customer taking it. All right. Oh, you have a CD player as well. I say that because they've stopped that on the, if you were to order a new one. And you'd have to wait a long time for one of them. So, warranty we covered. We got the facility to extend that as well for up to 3 years. We got great finance facilities. We got a delivery service within a 100-mile radius. But if you're out of that, just give us a shout. Let's see what we can do for you. All right. So thanks for watching the video. We look forward to hearing from you. Hope it's been helpful. Thank you. Bye-bye.